Hey fellas, how's it going? It's Hack, and just a little disclaimer, this video has very little actual video content. It's kind of meant to be listened to. This is my second take at recording this because for some odd reason my Camtasia decided to fuck the voice. Now it's actually working. Look at this, it's working. It's going up and down and shit. My Camtasia decided to fuck the voice and actually delete the voice from my previous recording. So yay! At least it won't be so long and rambly. I've decided to make more of a talk-ish video right now because I feel like something has happened with the game, and I have no clue what happened to the game. I kind of know how it happened, and I kind of know what it caused, but I have no clue what the fuck it is. So yeah, I'm gonna be really nostalgic in this video. So yeah, I mean, it's really hard to rephrase the video that I just recorded without voice, because it started off talking about something really small and it evolved into a huge fucking deal. So here we go. Anyway, fellas, so Jewel Crafters, I want to ask you, have you used this button since WoD? Have you prospected something with ever since WoD started? I've tried. Do you know what message I get? I get the same message as if I tried to prospect gold ore. There are no gems in this. Are you telling me Blackrock ore doesn't have gems in it? Are you telling me true iron ore doesn't have gems in it? What? Wait. We gotta check this out. Wait, look. Let's click some thorium. Don't even fucking have the JC level for that. Don't even have anything I can prospect now. Jesus. Do you think there are ores in thorium ore? Yeah, there are, because there's a fucking tooltip that says prospectable. Why isn't there gems in Blackrock ore? I don't get this, and I feel like it's kind of a big problem, to be honest, you know? Because right now, if you check out the prices, look at the price of true silver ore, 3 gold. The price of thorium, 266. Mithril, where's Mithril? 246. Tin, 1 gold. These are expensive. You know what? I'm gonna drop the bomb here. They're more expensive than the current endgame stuff. What? That was never the case. The endgame stuff was always the most expensive stuff. But why in WoD is it not? Well, I'm gonna explain that. So, pretty much everything right now only needs the raw ore and such. Mining and herbalism have suffered more than any profession in WoD. Yeah, sure, you can say, JC's lost the ability to actually make gems, and, the gem market went downhill because of the random sockets and stuff. Yeah, sure, you can say that, engineering is no longer that cool because you can't have the gear spring stuff and shit, no, and, blacksmithing suffered because sockets and blah, blah, blah. But have you thought about herbalism and mining? Some of you definitely have herbalism and mining. I know my Death Knight has mining. And let me tell you, I've never actually needed to mine. Like, since WoD launched, I've never mined a node other than my garrison. Because I just don't need more. And if I don't need more, if I'm content with the stuff I have in my garrison, what about people who don't have mining? What about people who have a combo like jewel crafting engineering? These people also don't need it. And thus, the market for ores is only populated by the people who don't have one of these two professions and literally just do their garrison mine. Because everybody's needs are covered instantaneously. Nobody needs the ore and such, and so the market goes down. So all the professions, become kind of devalued. Because, okay, imagine a jewel crafter in Wrath. So what a jewel crafter in Wrath would do, on his off raid day, he knew he'd get gear, because, today is hard mode progress day. We're going hard mode Ulduar, everyone's getting new loots, new shiny items. He's banking on getting at least one item. And if you check out my gear, you can see there's 2 sockets on this, 1 socket on this, 2 sockets on this, 1 socket on this. And that guy's thinking like, I'm probably going to get an item, okay? That means I'm probably going to have at least 1 red, yellow, or blue socket, which means I need at least 1 red, blue, or yellow gem. I don't fucking have a yellow socket. Here it is. Yellow socket. What if I get ahead? I should make myself a new metagem. Anyway, I'm gonna finish talking to these guys while I'm hearthing and going to Ulduar. But basically, a GC and Wrath would go out to Icecrown. He would knock up some. He would knock up some Saronite ores, and he would grab like 40 Saronite ore. That's a healthy amount, not getting crazy while farming. Then he would prospect everything, and you would get like, what would we get? Like 8 gems, I think? I don't know. You get 8, 9 gems, and those are just the shitty gems. Those are just temporaries. So what he would then do is then he would craft the gems. The metas, he needed to get a meta from an alchemist, which is also a big thing. And I'm having lag again. Yay! He would have to get a meta from the raw metagem from an alchemist for like 500 gold. Right now, it's not the case. We no longer have metagems. You know how do jewel crafters get their gems? They take 10 ore and 5 flowers, and they make a gem with magic. How does that make sense? That's one thing, not making sense. The other thing is just the pure weirdness of the whole system. Like, we no longer need the profession synergy. Your guild no longer needs an alchemist, a jewel crafter, an enchanter, and all of these. You no longer really need it. You no longer need these things in your guild. You're perfectly fine with buying it off the auction house because what? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enchants in the game right now that are flying. You got the multi-strike enchants for everything because everyone fucking loves multi-strike. And then you got the haste, and then you got the mastery. And crit. Nobody fucking goes crit except Fury Warriors and Fire Mages, of course, but you see the issue here. Back then there was a much bigger market on the things, and I personally like that. I personally like that leatherworkers could give me leg enchants. I like the fact that if I was a blacksmith I got extra sockets, I got extra stats. And that's one thing that happened. Why I started with prospecting here is because a lot of stuff has been lost over the years. And there is a Saronite ore, or cobalt. I don't really care, I'm gonna get it anyway. It's cobalt. Anyway, titanium! Oh man, that's lucky. So, yeah, look. Do you see these things? Crystallized water, crystallized fire, and titanium ore. So, back then, when you wanted an item, okay? So let's talk about a Dragon Strike. Dragon Strike needed Primal Might. It's a level 70 mace with a haste proc, which was godly for all those rogues there. And to get it, back in fucking BC, Jesus, I can't even know what I'm talking now because there's so much stuff I want to talk about. Back then, you would get your entire guild to farm for 1 rogue's mace. You get the alchemists transmuting. You would get your warriors and your rogues, which were good at farming. Your DPS warriors, of course. You get them farming for the mats. You get them farming for airs or get them farming for fires. And then the alchemists would all transmute that. They would get primal mites. They would make primal mites and all this stuff. And then you would finally go to a blacksmith who has learned mace spec, and he would craft it for you. And that's no longer the case. If you want an item right now, all you gotta do is you gotta grind out for 10 days. You gotta sit down for like 10 days and do your daily cooldown every day, and you're done. Weird. That's the only thing I can think about it. We have gone from cooperation to solo play. Now that's a good thing. I'm all for it. I really always hated, when I was playing alone and I didn't have gold for enchants. And I'm like, oh man, my enchanter friend ain't online. How am I gonna enchant my new gear? It's like fucking 5k for a weapon enchant. I'm not paying that. I'll just give the mats. And that's a shame. Like, okay, do HMs. The thing is, I feel like the solo play would be a good thing if we had what to do in our solo time. When you think about it, what do you do after you cap? You get your level 3 garrison, then you do either heroic dungeons or normal mode dungeons, then heroic dungeons, and hop into a high mall raid finder. Then you gear up a bit, you do some more heroics, maybe get a normal pug, go into Blackrock Foundry. Repeat process. What if you don't like PvE? What if you fucking despise PvE? Then, you go to PvP. Grind out BGs, grind out Ashrine, get your Conquest Cap. What then? What if I don't like PvP? And what if I don't like PvE either? What do I do then? You can go like solo, Ulduar 25, Yogg-Saron 0 Keepers and get the mount? What if I don't give a shit about Ulduar 25? You can go Lich King, you can get Invincible. No, I don't give a shit about mounts. What should I do, dude? We can go grind reps. You can get like Steam Preservation Society and get an achievement. Dude, I don't give a shit about achievements. What do I do if I don't want to raid? What do I do to have fun in this game? Well, you raid or you PvP. But what if I don't want any of those? What do I do?